wanna be her. Boys wanna be her. Da-na-na-na-na-na. So, yup. What's going on, YouTube fam? We're going to finish this last word, this last Bible verse for this word, because laptop storage being ish as of late. I feel like that is so bright. I think I'm autistic because I have an issue with lights. I've literally been thinking recently that I might have like actual like neurodivergence in my brain, or like there's got to be something, because like I'm like really sensitive to lights, and like these are like annoyingly light. Kind of like starting a migraine, I swear, like just a little too. Okay. It should be better. But yeah, we're just finishing the last verse. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. I just, I can't even like, yeah. It's like, I think we're going to move. We're going to move. We're going to move because it's so darn stinking. It's just warm. But I wanted to get this verse in here. I refuse to give up. I refuse. There's so much warfare as of late. And I'm like randomly hungry again. Why is it every time I get on here to hungry? Girls wanna be her. Boys wanna be her. Okay. When you choose to do what it is you want in life, there's gonna be things coming up against ya. And I hope the lighting's okay. You know, good guard dog stealing the show. Guard dog, who's sassy. That's just how it's gonna be when you go through life and you do things that you really want to do. It triggers others because it's like they're like, I didn't do it. I should have I should have like studied oceanography. I was really fascinated by oceanography. I should have studied that. And now like, and then going to SeaWorld is like a whole like emotional turmoil for them, because like they're at SeaWorld with their family, and like they weren't ready to like have kids in a family, but then like felt kind of like obligated for whatever reasons. And then like that mom is sitting there with her family, like at SeaWorld. It's like, I didn't live the life of my dreams. Like I didn't do what I wanted to do. And then, so say like the SeaWorld person, like tries talking to the mom, and then the mom's like mad or something. So like, that's just an example. But like, maybe you've experienced, now it's too cold. Maybe you've experienced, I think I just get hot. Like when I think something. That could be a thing. Pretty sure that's a thing. Okay. So cool down a little bit. So that's just an example. You could be like the SeaWorld person in life. Like you went and did the thing that you always wanted to do, and then for some reason, like you feel like you do get this like weird like flack or like resistance from others. But don't mind them, you know, like you're out there doing what you're supposed to be doing, and like that would be considered like a witness, like we were talking about in part 2 or part 1. In Hebrews 12:1-2, and it says, therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses. So it is really like when you do the thing that you want to do with your life, you really are giving permission to others that they are capable and strong at succeeding at like fulfilling like their desires of their hearts. And like God knows the desires of our hearts. My foot feels better instantly in the boot. What a bummer, man, to be injured like at the beginning of the summer. Tomorrow is skate day, so we'll see. I probably shouldn't go skate tomorrow. but it's like the social push, and it's every Tuesday. So if she's feeling good enough, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I really don't want to be dumb and, you know, F up my whole summer or whatever. Or I just wish I could skate. It's been like 7 days. So when you go out and do what it is you want to do, the whole point of this video, and it won't be very long. I didn't want to like give in to the warfare and be like, okay, well, I guess I'm not going to share the whole word today. So like, here's the whole word. And this is the third part of the third verse I chose for the devotion today. It's James 1:2-3. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. I know it seems counterintuitive that like when you go out and do what it is you want to do, that you'll receive like weird backlash and like weird warfare. I'm sure you've heard of new levels, new devils. So just take caution and heed the fact that when you go out there and do your heart's desires and fulfill your dreams and chase your dreams and what your passion is, all that good stuff, then you're kind of going to face like my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, like you will. And that's the whole part of like what, because like the way that I feel like the universe works is like, do you really want it? It's like, we don't just like get something, I mean, like we are born and like we do begin to like breathe, and that's a beautiful miracle in of itself. And then we're like here and alive. But when you want something and it's in your heart for a reason, I don't want to get like too crazy and be like, there's something with like past life or like possible reincarnation. But like, I kind of like feel like there is a little bit of like layers to why we're drawn to something in this life. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be like crazy and be like bringing up everything, but we have to take time to discover what it is like we want to do, because like it's in here at first, and then we have to like work for it. And then the trials and tribulations that we face during the journey is the universe's way of weeding out those who don't really want it enough, who don't really want it that bad. Because like, I'll tell you for sure, the guy or the gal who ends up, 20 years down the line still doing that thing, or the guy or the gal who ends up, kind of like in the last spot of the race, but still crosses the finish line, like guaranteed that they went through all kinds of trials to get to the point where they're like holding the victory, holding the flame thing and like the trophy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They went through the ish to get to that point. So, maybe we don't even need to see it as like trials and tribulations. But maybe it's the universe's way of weeding out people who don't want it bad enough. So how bad do you want it? It's kind of like, I'm asking myself that question right now. It's so annoying. I'm so close to getting a degree, but I'm so discouraged by the fact that like I'm technically no longer enrolled, and it's like this whole thing. And if I want to finish my degree, I have to reapply. And I'm like, do I even need it? And it's like, it's just a bunch of money. And so I feel like the universe is asking me right now, like, how bad do you want this degree? And it's like, I'm going to take that one back to God. It would be a shame if I were to walk away and like, because I know I want it, dude. We'll let that one. So that's how it's gonna go. I just got like insanely hungry and hot all at the same time. Yeah, don't, yeah, that's, it's so hot. I get so annoyed. Consider it pure joy and brothers and sisters whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. So yeah, maybe I can like see that in a, in a brighter light. Like, yeah, because the person with the trophy at the end, the person with the medal in their hand, with the win, with the income, whatever it is, like with the maybe you got an award or something, like you were recognized for something, like that person went through a lot of um, gray. You know what I'm saying? Like stormy weather. That's what I was kind of just getting. In order to like see the light at the end of the tunnel, there's gonna be those gray clouds, trials and tribulations. But like, if we have the faith while we're like in this like weird, like can't see anything else, but like a little bit of the light at the tunnel at the end, but it's like stormy weather and stuff like that. And we gotta know that's where our faith is being tested. Cool. So it's actually a good thing. It doesn't feel like it in the moment. A lot of things don't feel like good in the moment, but it's like, that's wicked cool. And when I say, I wanted to clarify something on my channel, I'm from the West Coast, so I say wicked as in like cool. But I also know that on this channel we talk about evil and working for the like kingdom of lightness. And so when I say wicked, I feel like that could be confusing. I just wanted to clarify that. I meant to say that a while ago in one of my videos. So it is like wicked cool when we get to test our faith, because no one can take that from you, and you know what you went through, and you know that you relied on God, and He showed up for you, didn't He? Didn't He? Yeah, that's our God. I actually was worshiping a little bit earlier, and I kind of came up with this little beat. What was it? It's the Alpha, Mighty, Omega. He's the Alpha, Omega, Almighty. Na 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 na. He's the Alpha, Omega, Almighty. Do anything from A to Z. He's the Alpha. It was jazzier. It was cool. I was just like praying a little bit and stuff. He's the Alpha, Omega, Almighty. He can do it all from A to Z. Yeah, He's the Alpha, Omega, Almighty. If He is with me, something, I don't know. Like, I love the fact that He is Alpha, Omega, Almighty, and I love saying that. Like, who else can we say that about? Like, we have such an amazing God. Like, holy smokes. And it's like hot already, and I'm kind of like annoyed that if I sit right next to the AC, then I'm like freezing. And then if I'm over here, I'm like, it's just hot. So I feel a little fussy right now. I'm a little fussy. Got the boot on, bro. Okay. And then like, I don't know, like I'm just gonna like, I don't know. I'm feeling kind of led to like hang out for like a little bit longer, and like there's this role I applied to, and it was like the main character role, and then I got sent back another resubmission for like background work for that same commercial. So it was kind of a compliment and like a diss at the same time, that like I applied for like the female role, and then they sent me back, and like it said female role, apply for it, and like vans provided to Bristol, Connecticut. And I was like, oh, if there's vans, okay, I'll apply. And then they sent me back, and then like I like took the time to apply and like paid attention to like the details of like what exactly I need to say to stand out as a distinguished candidate for the role. And I'm like, I'm not complaining. I'm like happy to be signed by an agency and everything, and like I'm grateful. But it's like it's just this is part of growing and stuff, but like this is like how bad do you want it? This is like why I'm tying it into this and stuff. It's just like hard. So um yeah, I applied to that, and then they sent me background work to apply for it too, because like so it just feels like there's so much work sometimes, and then like for what, just like but it was like cool, I guess, to get considered for more background work. Background work is good. Background work is good. I've just been really trying to get like a role with lines. But this is everyone, in this industry. For the first couple of years, you really just gotta slay away until you get lucky. So, and then I would apply to that too, but then all of a sudden, my membership on like my, casting networks like is saying upgrade to in order to submit a role, and I was like, upgrade what? Like, and then it's like it's like an annual like thing where they make you like whatever, if you want to sign up and start applying for roles and stuff. Yeah, it's like the premium membership, and so I was like, okay, well, that's like $200. So, I'm not complaining. Maybe just a little bit. I don't mean to. I can't complain. I'm very blessed. It's just, yeah, I think everyone who like tries to get into acting and does act kind of has the same. It's a slow start for everybody, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, unless you're born into a family or whatever. So I'll just keep trying. I'll hopefully end up in a movie someday. I just keep. I know what I love to do, and I know that I have a passion for being in the moment, and that's what acting is all about. So I'm not going to give up. I'll keep applying to roles. If I need to upgrade my membership, I will. And that'll be a way to test my faith and produce perseverance. And it'll be good. So, yeah, it's like, what is it that you feel super, super passionate about? Okay, then find that and then do it, but also beware. And that was the whole point of this vid too, is that when you go out and do the thing you really want to do, expect family members, friends, whoever's in your life to kind of like give you funny vibes about it if it's not legit yet. And then when you go and do it and then you get success, that's when all of them be calling your phone and saying congratulations and hey, you really did it. So that's like the culture of living your dream and like what to expect. But we know that when we go through these trials in James 1:2-3, consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. So really, actually, yeah, now I just changed. Cool. I just like did a positive switch of like what I was thinking. So I was like feeling like sometimes it's just a bunch of work, and for what? It's like a bunch of work, but for what? But actually, now I see it. It's the testing of our faith, and it produces perseverance. So every role I applied to, every essay I ever wrote for that degree, like it wasn't in vain. Like I'm still like, there's still a chance to get that degree and stuff. And like all the money I spent on tuition and like, oh God, it's not in vain. Like it all produced perseverance. But it's like it's a big month for me because it's like, I want to decide if that's something I want to like finish that degree, then I have to get going on the statement of purpose and write an essay as to why I would be a good student and what I would contribute and what it about the degree it is I want. And I have to write an essay and like reapply to the law school. And I'm not complaining. Maybe I am a little bit, but it's a lot. Like I have to decide, do I really want this? So I do. I'm going to pray about it, you know, and like that's what these verses are about too. It's like these trials, like this is all producing perseverance. Like I know I'm a better person for having gone through everything that I worked through up until now because it's given me perseverance. And that will only build more and more faith as I keep going and as you keep going. Sweet, beautiful, gorgeous man, or sweet, beautiful, gorgeous, feline, female. I mean, you know, like we're all children of God here. And just, yeah, also keep in mind that Proverbs 23:7, as a man thinks in his heart, so he becomes. That one's really powerful. So yeah, I got to keep a good attitude about this and a positive mindset about this. And if I want to be an actress, then I have to think that I can be an actress and not get negative and not give up hope. And that's an example, you know. I also want to finish the degree. And it's like, I have a lot of interests. That's my problem, actually. I really do believe that's my problem. If I was just like a really good accountant, like I'd probably have like a mansion in Malibu by now. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I was like interested in like everything. And I have been interested in a lot of things. So it's not a problem. It's multifaceted, creative outlet kind of a person. And there's nothing wrong with that. But capitalism has something to say about, you know, well, where's your income? How much do you make? I'm like, I play the bongos on the street. They're like, what's your 10W9? And I'm like, bongos. Oh, okay. So as a man thinks in his heart, so he becomes. So I'm gonna leave you with that. Just stay positive and full of love and full of hope that what it is you desire in your heart can come to fruition. Absolutely can come to fruition, and nothing is impossible with God. So I'm gonna take a chill pill and remind myself that nothing is impossible with God. It's just like things are gonna take work. You ever get to a point where you're like, I really want something, but you're like, it's gonna take work, and you're like, oh. So yeah, what are your heart's desires? You can do it, and more than anything, God has a plan to prosper everybody and give us a hope and a future and not to harm us. So nothing is impossible with God. I'm gonna hold on to that one and pray that I get my degree because I earned it, baby. I have 1 term left. It'd be a shame to walk away. So, all right, I'm gonna go eat something. I feel like I'm fussy. Yeah. Love you guys. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Oh, West Coast Wolverine! Oh, I just now noticed you. Hey, what's up? Okay, peace out, y'all. Bye.